Okay, it's about 8:30, Monday evening the 20th, and today is the 38th day of my 40-day water fast. So I'm nearly there. I as you can see, I'm not in my house. I've actually decided for these last couple of days of the water fast that I would take a room in town at a hotel and essentially just spend a little bit of time to myself, a little bit of time meditating, a little bit of time contemplating where I've come from, what I've just achieved so far on changing where I was at the end of last year, and to contemplate further what I'm going to do to continue that change into this year. So yeah, that's where I am. I've got a beautiful view out the window. I'm at a place called the Bayview on the park. So I've got a view out the window of Albert Park Golf Course in the Albert Park. And yeah, it's going to be a nice couple of days to finish off my fast before I dive back into the rigours of daily life. Now, I haven't done a post for a couple of days because last week was quite a full-on week for where I was in my fast. I was at work and there was quite a bit to do, and I really should have been resting more than I was, but that just wasn't possible. Friday in particular was a really long day, so I was also out Saturday morning, and then I came home about lunchtime on Saturday and basically crashed out and slept the rest of Saturday. Saturday night was not a good night. I was essentially unable to sleep for some reason most of the evening, actually most of the night. So Sunday I crashed out as well and spent most of Sunday sleeping. I spent 90% of it in bed anyway, and thankfully I got a bit of sleep Sunday night, so I was a bit better today. And here I am, and hopefully I will get a lot more rest the next couple of days and get back into life. So yeah, I'm nearly there, and I'll keep you updated. Physically, a lot of people have been asking me what I'm feeling like physically. Now, again, apart from the actual fatigue and the general lack of energy at the moment, and that's mainly due to me doing more last week than I really should have. As I've said before, um, I'm actually feeling in myself, I'm feeling far more healthy than I have for a long, long time. I'm feeling stronger. Uh, I'm actually basically feeling my body more than I have for a long time. So I'm really looking forward to keeping myself in far better shape this year. And I'm looking forward to this feeling improving and improving as I actually start to feel it and make better choices about what I feel it with, and make more balanced choices about how I drink, and more balanced choices about the amount of coffee that I drink. Now, I love a cup of good coffee, and I live in Melbourne, so I have no intention of giving my coffee up. But as any sound engineers or people that work in similar industries can probably attest, that sort of environment encourages an awful lot of caffeine consumption, and that is something I'm going to get a handle on this year, and that will basically entail more sleep, more rest, more sensible hours, being stricter with myself and my clients, making the boundaries of the business very clear, and fueling myself in other ways better, so I can enjoy my cup of coffee without it becoming a crutch. And the same for my wine. I plan to go out in celebration at some stage when I'm fully eating again with my friends and family and celebrate my accomplishment. And I do plan to have a glass of wine over that meal, wherever it may be. And I also enjoy on a Friday afternoon having a couple of beers with the boys. So I don't intend to change those things. What I do intend to do is keep myself far more balanced and also keep my alcohol intake as a social event rather than something that I'm using essentially to medicate myself with because of high levels of stress and anxiety. Again, there's lots of things that I plan to do this year to help myself with that. Now, the stress from last year has been dissipating as we speak because there are some fabulous things that we're achieving with our business right now, which are turning lots of things around. I'm very glad to welcome my business partner back for the year. He only plans to go on the road a little bit this year, and I'm sure his wife Kristen is very pleased about that as well. So I'm very pleased to have my business partner back most of this year. It's going to be a great year. Now, I also plan, and I had this intuition, excuse me, I had this intuition during the last 40 days. Now, I just haven't been able to post about a lot of the other things that have been going on for me. I've been mainly posting about my physical well-being and touching on my mental well-being. Now, I've been doing a lot of growing spiritually as well over these 40 days and reassessing some of the practices that I really need to reinstate to keep that part of me well balanced as well, and that will flow on into my emotional state and my mental state and my physical state. And I've reinstated my meditation practice, as you've probably been aware from the stats page. And I have been planning for quite a number of years, not that I plan to become a Buddhist or anything like that, but I've been planning to do some formal study in Buddhism because of all the psychological disciplines. It's the one that attracts me the most. So I plan to do some formal study. I'm starting that on Sundays in March, and that will continue most of the year. So I'm doing that for myself, and that I fully intend to be a focal point of my spiritual practice for the year. And I know that that will keep my emotional state in a far more balanced keel than it was last year, because I had no practice whatsoever of any description. So yeah, it's shaping up to be a great year. I'm really looking forward to it, and this has just been the perfect way to kick it off. And these last couple of days is a fitting end to this first phase. So thank you all for your support. I'll probably do another post thanking some people specifically that have really supported me through all of this on the 40th day. I have a couple of things planned for the 40th day that I'll let you in on day 40. But till then, I'll leave you now, and I'm not sure whether I'll do another post before day 40. I'll try and do a short one tomorrow, but I'm really just going to chill out. I've kind of relaxed my stats over this last little bit. I will put some more stats for the last couple of days up, but with my fatigued condition, I've actually just allowed myself this last little bit to withdraw from needing to keep my walking, my meditation, that sort of thing going. Just giving myself a little bit of slack until I finish, and then I'll reinstate those things as soon as possible. So, yeah. And here's hoping that I can upload this, because I'm on my trusty little 4G here, so that I don't have to pay for the hotel's Wi-Fi. So cheers, and I'll see you soon.